Somehow we have a tendency, or sometimes I think we have the tendency to think that when Jesus came and lived his life of perfect obedience and fulfilled all the demands of the law that we have failed to fulfill, and then by his passive obedience paid the price for our sins with his perfect atonement, that he's done everything that we ever need him to do for us. But we forget that when he ascended into heaven and was seated at the right hand of God and enthroned as the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, he was not just going for his royal realm, but he also entered into heaven as our great high priest. And the chief function of our high priest, as he tells us, is to intercede for us daily for the Father. Jesus prays for me, for my ultimate salvation. Not only did he pray for his disciples in John 17 that they would never be snatched out of God's hand, but he prays for us that we would be preserved. Now again, look at Judas and Peter. Both betrayed Christ. One was a believer, the other one wasn't. Both of their actions were repugnant in the extreme. Total betrayal of Christ. Both were predicted by Christ. And when he told Judas what he would do, he ended those comments by saying to Judas, "What you have to do, do quickly." And he dismissed him. But when he made the same type of prediction about the behavior of Peter, as we've already mentioned, Satan would have you and sift you like wheat and so on. Do you remember what he said? "But Simon, I have prayed for you, so that when you turn, not if you turn, so that when you turn, strengthen the brothers." My confidence in my preservation is not in my ability to persevere, but my confidence rests in the power of Christ to sustain me with his grace and by the power of his intercession for us, that he is going to bring us safely through.